Hello, this is Josh Hunter. I'm presently in the city of Santa Monica, California. I got a couple of things I'd like to say. First thing is, I'm presently under a state of not necessarily fear, but I feel as though there's a large amount of fear, and I want to make sure I process this accurately. And so, one of the reasons why I have this YouTube is just so I can have a good record of my emotional states, what I look like during these times, what I sound like. That way I'll know if I'm being honest or not. Anyway, I just had this thought. Normally I don't write things down, but I figure I don't want to, I don't want to lose this, right? I'm not managing to analyze that feeling too. I don't know. Alright. So, weak. Strong, yeah. Okay. So the thought came to me, if I would lie to myself to get what I want, what does that make me? I think that's an important question, and because when you lie to yourself, you're not necessarily aware that you're lying, because if you've been doing it for a long time, it would just seem like normal to you. So I'm wondering, have I been lying to myself about something, and how would I know if I was lying? So I try to make sure I have as many honesty exercises to keep me in good shape emotionally and with my morals and ethics. Alright, so I just want to say that. The second thing is, I got a jutsu that I came up with. I want to see how this turns out. Okay, it's as you will recall, at some point I said, I think we should change. We should not be saying the N-word, even casually. I think a lot of people are not so fond of it. So I said, instead of next time you feel like you want to say the N-word, next time you feel like you want to say it, just say neighbor instead. And then, it's just I don't know. Because, I know sometimes, people substitute that word. They say, ninja or something. So, I just want to, anyway. Alright. Okay. Sorry, I'm just processing. I want to make sure that I understand, the weight of things. Okay. So, the jutsu goes. Alright, so there's a song by DMX. And I don't remember what song it is. But he says, the last time you saw that N-word, that's the last time you're going to see that N-word. Right? Alright, so it's in reference to alright, this guy is he's gone or whatever. So I thought, sometimes you really want doors to be closed, if that makes sense. You just want, it's like closure, I guess, is one way of looking at it. And so I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do, because it seems like you would need to be wise to use this jutsu. And I don't know if I'm a wise person. And so I feel because right now there isn't anybody anyway. Alright. Okay. So this jutsu is when you are very, very certain that certain things need to be closed, certain things need to be over, things need to be finished. It's alright, I've had enough of this. When you really, in some true and honest and a genuine place, you say, I have had enough of this. I want no more of this. The jutsu is called last time you saw that neighbor, it's the last time you're gonna see that neighbor. And I don't know. I can't really read. I can't read the room on this one. And if it turns out to be like really impolite or something, I mean, I don't know. I can't tell. I need to know. I feel like fear is very much clouding my decision-making process, but I need an accurate representation so I'm not distorting like my perception of myself or my perception of reality, or my perception of myself and my perception of reality. I think anyway. So you can you can say this however you want. You can say last time you saw that neighbor. Last time you'll see that neighbor. Like however you want to say it. And so it's kind of like a complex thing. Like it's supposed to remind you, but at the same time remind you to like be calm as well. It's like but then you think about it in some way which might be of benefit to you. I think. So that's jutsu you can use when you definitely want like something like to be like done over with. And that's not, it kind of has to come from a real place. It's not like, oh, I've been waiting for the bus for a long time and the bus hasn't come. I mean, that could be like a very serious situation. I'm not dismissing it. But from my perspective, it's like, well, if you know the bus is gonna come. I mean, it can't, I mean, generally, if I'm not mistaken, this jutsu will really only work when it's like coming from a genuine place. Obviously, you can make your own modifications. I'm just presenting something to anyway. And then I wanted to bring up something that I hadn't I had a so this is inspired from the movie Clueless, and in it the actor I think Dan Hedaya, he he plays the father of like this young woman, and there's a boy like taking her on a date, and like he's just like very much like to me he is a representation of a traditional father and like what a father ought to be doing, like proper father attitude. And he says to the guy taking her on a date, he says, I have a 45 and a shovel. I doubt anyone would miss you. This is what he says to the. So anyway, so this is something I came up. It's a concept, but you can also like actually use it. Like if you wanted to like give this to someone, I would be very particular. I wouldn't just give it to anyone. Like it has to be like you have to really understand this. All right. So it's called the gift of the golden shovel, and you give it to someone when they've been like a good dad, like even though they're not your dad. All right. You never. I mean, it's just like someone. Okay, actually, I guess you could give it to your dad, but I don't know. I think you give it to whoever, why not? Who's your dad? Okay, here we go. Shit, here we go. There's a lot of fear going on here. I think I'll be alright. Anyway, so it's in reference to this movie and what he says. I feel like I'm being noticed. How do I react properly? Alright. I just want to see what I look like when I'm trying to manage like incredible fear. Alright. So it's called the gift of the golden shovel. And it's when someone has been. Now it doesn't mean like severe things. I mean obviously the implication of that is like, oh, you fuck this up, like I'll fucking kill you or something. I mean that's I'm not. I mean the guy. I'm assuming he wouldn't solve it like that. But you're just supposed to remind. It's the sense of reminding someone how serious things are. Like this is my daughter. You're not. You shouldn't be like just don't fuck around. This type of thing. I don't have kids, by the way, and I never had a girlfriend, so I don't really know. I'm just guessing. Like when I think about what does it mean to be a father? Like what goes on? Like how do you say, oh, this is what it means to be a father? I don't know. Like I don't know anything about fatherhood. Like I just know I don't want kids. That's what I know for. I know. That's what I know for damn sure. Okay. So it's called the gift of the golden shovel, and it's not necessarily that you give it to someone. It's not necessarily like a specific. Shit. That's what I did. Okay. So, and you got to really be sure on this one. You can't just be like willy-nilly. It's like, oh, dude, this guy's been a good. Like, you might like if you think it, like even if you waited like 5 years or whatever, like it's like let me make sure that like that's this guy and that's not like my perception of what this guy is or something. All right. So those are the things that I believe were relevant at this point. And I hope they were a benefit to you, or I don't really care if they're a benefit, honestly. I mean, like I said, my YouTube is mainly for me, like just so I know what I look like under these circumstances, and it's also for people who like me. Like it's people for people who already like me. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is like if you're watching this and you're like, I don't really like this guy. He's I don't know, boring and it's the same fucking thing all the time. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's not an issue. But this YouTube is designed for people who already like me. Like it's like there's no need for conversation. There's no like, oh, do I like this person or not? Like if you're watching this, if you watch like fucking like 50 videos or whatever, and you're not like if it's not like your job to do that or whatever, then this would be like, and you just happen to like, if you like my videos as much as I do. No, it does seem kind of narcissistic, arrogant. I don't know. I can't tell if it's on. I can't tell if I'm like actually, because I've been saying like that I'm a narcissist for such a long time, but I just say it like it's just, I don't know. It feels comfortable to say. Like I don't feel like I'm being like dishonest. But what if I have been? What if it's a type of dishonesty? Because you assume that saying that you're a narcissist is some type of not compliment. But if somehow I wonder. Like if I've just been saying that I'm a narcissist just to see, if I wanted to just seem like an arrogant person, like I was just like I want people to think that I'm arrogant. Like I wonder, like what. This might be a breakthrough. I don't feel like I need any more breakthroughs, but I think this might be a breakthrough. I don't know if it's a breakthrough for me. So there's a breakthrough somewhere. That's my sense anyway. So yeah. Pretend to be angry. Why would I pretend? Okay, what if I wanted people just to think that I was arrogant? And what does that mean? There we go. That's the question. All right, I'll have to work on that. All right. I'm 33 years old, and I've got the best grades on earth.